just when you think you're not going to see anything more. Look at this. We just entered a whole new area. Awe-inspiring. Awe-inspiring. Well, I had a wonderful time yesterday touring the floating villages and having a great sunset dinner. But the fun doesn't stop. Today I am going to Angkor Wat. These are the temple ruins. I don't even know if they're considered ruins. They're in excellent shape, but very old temples here in Siem Reap. And it's about 4:30 in the morning right now. And the tour is picking me up here in just a few minutes. And we're doing a sunrise tour of Angkor Wat. So let's check out the temple. Well, we just came and bought tickets. This is the box office, I guess. I don't know, ticket sales. And I got this ticket. It has my picture on it. How about that? Kind of cool. And we're waiting for the rest of our group to get tickets, and then we are going to head out. It is still early. It is 5:21, so still pretty early. Sunrise is at 6:40. Here we are. This place is huge. The sun is not yet up, but the video is finally starting to come through. Look at this, we are here at Angkor Wat, and the sun is just starting to come up. You can see the temple behind me. It is just awe-inspiring. So massive. One of the remarkable things here is that you just see structures everywhere. So, of course, the main temple here is behind me. And then back here we have like a bridge area. And then our guide described this building here as the library. I think I'm going to go check out the library next. So here I am at the library, and what's quite remarkable is that we were told we could just walk on in. So these structures were built, he said, in the 12th century. So, gosh, the 1100s, near like 900 years old. And just able to walk in. I feel like in the US, there's no chance I'd be able to walk into a structure like this.
I have a tour guide for Angkor Wat Temple.
Seriously, it's just amazing building after amazing building. I am not quite sure what this is behind me yet. I need to go check that out, but wow. And then this path behind me here, our guide called it a bridge, but wow, leading right back to the main building. Awe-inspiring. Awe-inspiring. This is the Naga, and it's a serpent or dragon. You can see its body extending the length of the bridge. This library is even bigger than the first. Oh gosh, the structures, they're so impressive. Wow. I don't know, it's really amazing that they're still in as good a shape as they are, considering they're 900 years old and haven't really had much restoration done. There's probably been some preservation done a little bit, but more just recent times. I don't know what to say. It's almost hard to believe this picturesque scene is real. The sun is officially coming up. You can see it peeking out over the temple. Such a gorgeous view.
All planting to grow like natural, no one plant them. Yeah. The bell, they get up the mount to have breakfast because they try only before the sunrise.
It's kind of hard to see, but there's carvings on the wall here on each side. More intricate carvings. And then these pillars, the sun shines through them, and then it displays a lotus shape on the wall back here.
Offset on the wall, yes, on the wall, and then the artist they draw the picture, and they following the story or the legacy of him. When you move there, you will see Rama, the good one, standing on the shoulder of big monkey Hanuman, shooting the arrow to kill the guy. We need to have his fight back. We move to see the good one over there.
So inside here there are 4 different pools, and the pools contained holy water, and they represented earth, wind, fire, and water. And you can see there's one back there, there's one back there, and there's one right there. So 4 different pools of holy water in here. The carvings around all of these pools are incredibly intricate. And here you can see up top some additional carvings. You can see even these back walls that from a distance just look textured have intricate individual carvings. It's quite remarkable. And those carvings are everywhere. It's kind of hard to see in the video, but they are literally on every surface. Here we have another library. There are several libraries scattered around the grounds.
You know it better.
Here is some Sanskrit on a pillar, and it tells the history of the building. At one time, this was called the Temple of 1,000 Buddhas, and here are some of the Buddhas. You can see they've been vandalized. Many have been stolen or taken to other museums around the world, but still quite a few here. And this is where the king, the centerpiece is where the king would go for special occasions. I am ascending up to where the king would go for special occasions. They're rather steep stairs. It's a ways up, apparently 37 stairs. Wow. Beautiful. Looks like they're doing some restoration work down there. Some new block. This Buddha is in excellent condition. Look at that. Doesn't look hardly chipped. Nothing broken off. Beautiful. Here are a couple Buddhas. They appear to be damaged, vandalized at some point. A larger one. I can see why the king would want to come up here. Again, up here there's another 4 pools similar to down below. The carvings are even more immaculate. This is definitely high end. I'd hang out up here. Well, wait a second, I am hanging out here. Does that make me king? Maybe in my own mind.
Vishnu God. See?
Here's the king.
King Suryavaraman II, who built Angkor Wat.
Yes.
He's standing on the backside of the elephant and led the army by himself to the battlefield.
So along this bridge, there are 54 statues on each side. There are 54 gods, and then on the other side, 54 demons. And this is just impressive. You can see these are holding up the sides of the bridge, or I should say the sides of the serpent, which is at the front. Let me just jump over and show you. You can see the head sticking up there of the front of the serpent. But wow, can you imagine how long this took to build? Again, this is 12th century. We are now at Bayon Temple, and I don't know, take a look. I think it speaks for itself just how impressive this is. And we have some more of the serpents here off to the left. But oh, I'm excited to jump in and check out this and see what else is inside.
He's hungry, looking for some food. Look over here, see? Some soya, like I said, all mostly jam soya fell down to the water and it's snapped by happy crocodile. You look, crocodile smiling happy?
Here we have some more intricate carvings depicting some battles that took place.
Whiskey with Coca-Cola. Okay, you want photo of you? David?
We're now in a courtyard-like area, and I don't know if you can see up there, but there is a Buddha face up on the top of one of the towers there. Well, actually on the top of a couple of them. And there's several faces pointing different directions. But, oh, impressive structures, huh?
Even the carving like a floral design, like a ring of a finger, round, like circle of light. Same, but
Well, certainly a smaller temple, but a lot of detail, a lot of good, great carvings. Still very, very impressive. Oh, okay, I'm bummed. I forgot to video our food, but it was awesome. This is the place where we ate, and it was fantastic food. I had some chicken, and I had a nice fruit shake, which was fantastic. We are now entering Prohm Temple, and this is a famous temple from the Tomb Raider movie. This is the Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider movie from, I think it's like 2001, a while ago. But you'll see scenes from that, or set pieces from that here.
going on the stone bridge.
It's almost impossible to believe that a tree could be living on top of this temple. Look at the size of that tree. It is huge. It's got to be so heavy. I'm assuming they've got some extra help to support that structure, but pretty impressive to see a big tree like that living on top of a building. Here is the famous tree, the back side of the tree. Roots coming all down the temple.
I think you need the Japanese here.
Wow.
And the German.
This root system is supported by scaffolding. Just when you think you're not going to see anything more, look at this. We just entered a whole new area. So much cool stuff in here. Wow. These structures. Wow. We have some volcanic stone. Lots of volcanic stone. And this is probably the most famous site here from the movie.
Excuse me, can you just move from there? Look at this guy.
Another massive tree. And then looking up here, you can see a beehive on that branch. Wow. I can understand why they use this place in a movie. I mean, doesn't this look like you could have this in Indiana Jones or, I guess, Tomb Raider? Unbelievable. This is definitely a picture-perfect place. Wow. So glad I was able to get here today. All right, we are here now at Banteay Kdei? I don't remember the name of this place. I'm not doing very well with the names, but look at this. We got more big trees. Massive trees, towers. It's beautiful.
All the king got, I mean, like, it used to be like many big buildings surrounding here because it used to be like a rock.
Heading on in. Another beautiful building here. I love these statues that are carved right into the wall. So apparently this was a hall of dancing, and you can see all the Aspera dancing carvings on the pillars. And the king would sit right here in the middle. We have lion statues along with the dragons. Wow. That is quite an intimidating sight. Or impressive. Well, I think that's the last temple of the day, but wow. We've had a lot of temple action, seen a lot of cool sights. Highly recommend you got to do a temple tour. If you're ever in Cambodia, this has got to be at the top of your list. Certainly. Right? I mean, why are you coming to Cambodia if you're not going to the temples? One thing that I've noticed walking the streets here is that you gotta look both ways. Even if it's a one-way street, that doesn't guarantee that traffic is only moving one direction. And similarly, if you are at an intersection and there happens to be a light or a crosswalk light, which usually there aren't even traffic signs, but if you have a green light and a green little man saying you can walk, you still need to look both directions because the traffic will not yield to you. So I've learned that the hard way. I've had a close call or two, but it's okay. I got it figured out, I think. Here is Pub Street. Coming early again, apparently. Here on Pub Street, I've noticed that a lot of places are shut down. You can see dusty, and there's construction going on over here. There just aren't tourists, and so a lot of these places, I'm guessing, have shut down now as a result of the lack of tourism. Yeah, this place here too. Oh, and this place also clearly shuttered. You can see the effects that the lack of tourism has had on the service industry here. Tonight I'm doing some chicken curry and some noodles. Sitting in the chairs here again. Got a great dinner coming. I got the Cambodian chicken curry and then also some noodles because I love noodles. This curry has some big vegetables and good chunks of chicken. Awesome. I am headed out to get my pre-departure COVID test. And yeah, I don't know, I'm walking there. It's at a youth center, so we'll see what the process is. I hear it can take a little while, so hopefully I have enough time. Continuing my journey to the youth sport club for my COVID test, and it's getting a little rural. So this place is kind of out in the middle of nowhere, maybe. Okay, I think I'm here. I think this is the entrance for COVID testing. No idea what that sign says, but hopefully it means COVID testing. Guess I'm gonna find out soon. Well, that wasn't too hard. So I had to go in here, wait for about 15 minutes, and then it looks like they're doing tests every half hour. And then I had to pay the cashier up here, and then they wrote a little slip for me. Then I just got to bring that slip back tomorrow to get my result paper printed. So I got to do another trip back here. Found an interesting street with a lot of vendors, and so I thought I would just check it out. So it seems to be a wet market. Or at least part of a wet market. There are a lot of fish. There's some live fish. There's meat being sold. There's chickens, full chickens, some frozen, some not. Pretty awesome. This is definitely the place to go if you're looking for fresh food. What great adventures it's been here in Siem Reap, between the temples, the kampung, the floating village, and even just exploring the streets and trying new foods. It has been such a great experience. I just want to thank you for joining me on this adventure, and we will see you next time here on the Singapore Expat. Bye.